Let's find the derivative of the function minus 9 cosine qx. Do you know why? Because why not? Let's find a derivative, remembering that this might be chain rule. Let's see why. Cosine function is the inner function, and it's raised to the third power. So actually we see a function, let's call it g of x, to the third, where g of x is cosine. At some point you will stop writing down the g of x notation and so on, and you follow this procedure. Derivative of minus 9 times the function gives you minus 9, and just forget about this part. Okay, that was actually the easiest part. Now let's work with cosine cube. 3 goes down, which means multiply by 3. Copy the function, raise to the new power. 3 minus 1 is 2. Times the derivative of the function inside. So that's how I say it out loud all the time. When you copy the function inside was cosine times derivative of cosine x prime. The answer becomes negative 9 is standing, waiting for all of this to be over, just like you. 3 cosine x squared times derivative of cosine is sine x, right? No, negative sine x. If you just said no, good job. That's hoped you did. So let's summarize what we just did before I simplify. This part over here is power rule. 3 function to the 2. That is a power rule. Times a derivative of the function inside. That is chain rule. Here and here. The function inside was cosine. That's we're multiplying by the derivative of the cosine, which is negative sine. This is the final answer, but we could simplify. 9 times 3 is 27. Negative and negative gives you positive. And you have cosine x, parentheses, squared, over sine x. Oh, why did I do over? I have no idea. That was weird. Times sine x. Put this in the box. Box your answers. It actually helps in the future to find the answer in your notes. And that is the final answer. So, chain rule was here as inside function cosine raised to the third power. 3 goes down, cosine squared, times the derivative of the function inside, which is times negative sine. Note, has nothing to do to chain rule, but just to explain. Cosine x, parentheses squared, is not the same as cosine x squared. Be careful with that. Cosine x, parentheses squared, is cosine x times cosine x. Output times output. While cosine x squared, guess what it's going to be? X times x. Input times input. So be very careful with that. I definitely see those mistakes on every exam. So please remember, input squared and output squared is not the same thing. Good job for practicing. Keep working.